And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Saturday afternoon action on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here. Today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out on the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
The right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And that's outside. And this one is off and running. Strike one.
Well, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Darvish delivers. Now one
Three
missed.
balls, one strike.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. 2 for 8 in the series so far. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Darvish kicks, delivers. Now 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Fought off foul. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Late with the swing there.
0-1's the count.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Acuna runs. Oh, and he hit him.
Well, in the box, he's seen that movie before. It wasn't a good movie either. He knew how it was going to end right from the beginning.
Here's Matt Olson. Drove in their only run in last night's game. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. Now 2 out.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Here is Austin Riley. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So they strand a pair. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. And we're back. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Reynaldo Lopez.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the 2nd and 3rd time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Jackson Merrill leading things off and takes a strike. Merrill wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. Next pitch is outside. Lopez fires. Inside, almost got him.
No, inside.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
The 3-1. Grounds one to short. Arcia. 1 up, 1 down. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, the sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Up the middle, Arcia. Tosses to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first.
The first baseman, Luis Arraez.
Luis Arraez stands in. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. Base knock center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Just
That ball
missed.
went out.
And a pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. They get the force, and that'll do it. Padres leave one, scoreless after one. Top of the second, and now Michael Harris the second.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
Darvish back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. A 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, you know, in there long enough, then I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy hack-tastic. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. In the air to left center. Joe getting an angle on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Sean.
2 outs, base is empty. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Swing and a pop-up. Arise has it sized up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing across here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Manny Machado.
Machado.
And Manny gets a piece. Lopez, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. That one catches the corner for a strike. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And now it's Elias Diaz. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to short. Arcia fires over to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 4 in the win last night.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And that one missing
That's
inside a sharp slider.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
2 outs. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls.
2 outs,
2 strikes.
base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To third, Riley. Throws to first in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Padres go down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning. Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. Arcia, a former All-Star, hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. The right-hander back to work. Late on that fastball.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That's down and in.
2-2 the count.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
One out, base is empty. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Ball 1 there.
2 strikes.
And now 2-2. That one inside. Look out. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Here's Profar now. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1's the count.
Off the mark there. And the count is 1-1. Profar gets a piece there. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the third.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
back here at Petco Park. Here's Jason Hayward.
The designated hitter, Jason Hayward.
Gloves it on the dive. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Batting up, the left fielder.
My goodness, singing. That was a great diving stop, and maybe even a better throw.
Yeah, this out is all about athleticism. I mean, this guy did a great job knocking it down on the dive, but he doesn't get the out without the cannon of a throw. That was just impressive all around.
So digging in now for San Diego, Connor Joe. Just
Nope, that's the ball.
missed. And that one is in for a strike. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's
Ball
down
2.
and away. That's off the mark. 3-2 now. Right side, hard hit. Olsen takes it himself, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Number 3, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him. Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
He goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, and we are still scoreless. Back here in San Diego, all set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Braves, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Here's Matt Olson down. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Fourth inning underway, no score. Late on that fastball.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That missed by a lot.
2 strikes.
1-2 to count. One down, base is empty. Up and
That's a ball.
in, 2-2. Next offering misses down and away. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Go ahead run on base. So here's Riley now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. Slider right there.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's ball 2.
In the dirt. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Michael Harris II will hit next. His first at bat was a strikeout. Lifted in the air down the left side. Joe on his way over. He makes the grab. And that is that. Braves strand 1. And we're still knotted at 0. And we're back. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
Outside low. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And misses inside. And a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And that's downstairs and outside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Smoked on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
The first baseman, number 4, Luis Arias.
And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Waste no time there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
A rise. The runner at second with one away. On the ground. Throw on to Olsen, and they take care of Tatis for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Machado.
Here's Machado. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Tap foul at the plate. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses across to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. One left for San Diego. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Darvish back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
You know, these Braves definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Zips it across, and Albies is retired.
The catcher, Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy. 0 for 1 so far.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Top of the zone for a strike. And it's nothing in 2.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Ball 1.
The shortstop takes the ball. The Braves yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. And we still have no score. Back here at Petco Park, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Elias Diaz. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but
0-1's
not
the
throwing a
count.
ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And
That's a
takes
ball.
low for ball one.
You know, these Padres
1 ball, 1
need to
strike.
bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a foul out of play. And the 0-1. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. Ground ball left side, could be two. To second, there's 1 and 2. In time to first for the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Hayward.
Jason Hayward, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Just
Ball
missed.
one.
And
Ball
another
two.
ball. That
Hey.
one finds the zone, and it's 2 and 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball, Austin Riley. That's the third out. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. No score. Back here in San Diego, top of the 6th inning. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch swinging.
Oh, he's been incredibly
0-1.
efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him
Nope.
to pitch well up until this point.
1 and 1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Profar, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Profar in his 12th season, 32 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And that one is lifted in the air. Cronenworth sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. 2 up, 2 down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one down the line, and it kicks off the bag.
Now batting, the first baseman.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That does it for you, Darvish. Just 1 hit allowed. He was excellent. And we'll have the new pitcher for you when we get back after a quick break. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Yuki Matsui.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Go-ahead run on base. Matt Olson up to the plate. He is struck out, and he is walked. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1's the count.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Merrill makes the grab on the run. So a job well done from the Friar bullpen that time. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. And we still have no score. Bottom of the 6th. Now the left fielder, Connor Joe. And a swing and a miss there.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Next offering is down low. Breaking ball misses down and away. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. One is on the way. And strike 2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
He was all over that one. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Now it's going to be Jackson Merrill.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Bogarts
Ball one,
in
no
now.
strike.
Takes ball one off the plate.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Ground ball left side,
that's foul.
and that's just foul.
Ball two.
Back to right. And that dropped foul. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Runner at second here, one gone. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Two on, one out. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. A little bit low.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Joe over at second. Bogarts at first. One gone. Next offering is in for a strike. Lopez checks the runner, and he's back in safely. That one the other way. Riley over to Albies. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Suarez. This is his third time out this year.
Number 75, Robert.
Here's Austin Riley. 0 for 2 in this one.
Austin Riley.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
I got a ball,
Not
one
close
strike.
with that one. Ball one. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Ron Marinaccio up and loosening in the pen. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Michael Harris II. Late swing, foul to the left. And the 0-1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Albies can't hold up, and that's a strike.
The count.
With the go-ahead run at third here in the top half of inning number 7. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play. With 2 strikes, some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Stays alive.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And there's a ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Sean Murphy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in the spot where they really needed one.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Robert Suarez done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Ron Marinaccio comes on now. He's making his second appearance of the season. So here's Murphy now. And strike 1 to the catcher.
0-1.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
2 on, 1 out. That was the sweeper, but it missed. And that one almost got him. First and third, 1 down.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And a swing and a miss. huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swings through that one for strike one. 2 on, 2 outs. That one misses, and it's 1-1. This one in the dirt. Runners stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Two on, 2 outs. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 3.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
The 3-1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And that'll load the bases.
No, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot. A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
Ball 1 low. This one in the air. The rise. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out.
He thought he was going to be able to do more with that pitch. A run-scoring opportunity, but a weak pop-up. He'll be frustrated as he heads back to the dugout.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Junior.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Pierce Johnson.
For Atlanta, number 38, Pierce Johnson.
To the right side. Steps on first for the out.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado. This to third. Fair ball.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Here's Elias Diaz. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. 1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Johnson fires. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it's just foul. That was close. One, two now. And a good eye there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one missed.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
Jake Cronenworth in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And a go-ahead run into scoring position. 1 away.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Cronenworth the next to hit. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. A new pitcher in the game, Dylan Lee.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Over to Albies. A one-pitch double play out of the pen, inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jeremiah Estrada.
Number 56.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. 0 for 3 in this one. Liner, and this could be trouble. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. A lot riding on this next at-bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Late with the swing there.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Man at second.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's even up.
Count.
Swing and a line drive ripped right center field, and that's a base hit. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Really important at bat coming up now.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1's the count.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. To the right side. Arise. Takes it to the bag, and that is a big first out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. Golden opportunity right here. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Harris swings through it for strike one.
0-1.
Comes up empty.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Way inside. Gets away. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. That's outside. 2-2. Strike 3, got him swinging. And we stay tied as the inning ends.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Eggy Rosario.
Looking for a spark to untie this game.
First pitch misses. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's a strikeout looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Here's the left fielder, Connor Joe. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One down, base is empty. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Out to short, Arcia. And that quickly 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Jackson Merrill. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Ripped to right. And Acuna able to make the grab. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars. It's the 9th, and we are tied. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Estrada back to work. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The next offering misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sean Murphy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Right side, down the line, and it's foul. And a 3-2. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Digging in, Sean Murphy. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike. Good eye right there.
Ball 2.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side in the ninth. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. And we still have no score.
Now pitching for
Joe Jimenez into the game.
number 77, Joe Jimenez.
Here comes X to the plate. 1 for 3.
The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
First offering and it just misses. Fastball for a strike at 95. Here's a 1-1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. Rips one to right. And he'll play it on a bounce.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Fernando Tatis Jr. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that is out of play. One down, winning run on first. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Now Machado up here. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Two outs, but the winning run is at first. And that one fouled off. And a slider misses down and away.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the third out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. So they can't push across the winning run, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. No score. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jason Adam. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's Acuna now.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Way out front for strike two.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Man at second. And that's down and away.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Profar getting ready to hit. 1 for 4 with a double. And fouled off. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. That's down and in.
1-1.
The 1-1. That's inside.
1 strike.
In the air, left side. Joe has a beat on it. And there's 2 away.
Now back, designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
So here's the Braves' designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Swing and a foul out of play. Man on second, 2 down. And that drops in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
Next offering way off the plate. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Save. And the go-ahead runs at third. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
2 down. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Next offering misses. 3-2 now. Two outs. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. We're in extras here. Stepping in for San Diego, Elias Diaz. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Just off the inside edge. Close, but called a ball. And a count 2-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Swing and a chopper out to short. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Jake Cronenworth digs in now.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on. Have the force at second first. Perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Joe Jimenez done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
New pitcher on here, Aaron Bummer.
Aaron Bummer.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. The winning run on second base.
Ball, that's out.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter in the back of the mind. You're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
Just missed.
Would love to see him get the green light, even with the 3-0 count right here. Let's see if he can create some magic.
So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Bummer deals. And that clips the inside corner. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swings and lines one towards the gap, and this one looks like trouble. Here comes Machado around third. In comes the winning run, and the Padres walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
The final 1-0, a one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.